Hey everyone! Welcome to Playpedia GG, your one-stop shop for all that is gaming. April is around the corner, and while it's a bit lacking on big AAA releases, indie games are here to the rescue. The month is actually the perfect time to tackle your backlog or discover some smaller game that you may have missed. But which game are worth looking into? Don't worry, we got you covered. Here are the best games dropping in April 2025 that you definitely don't want to miss. First up at number 5 is South of Midnight. If you're into story-driven action adventures, then you'll want to keep South of Midnight on your radar when it drops on April 8th. You play as Hazel, a young woman whose hometown is wiped out by a hurricane. She finds herself in a strange world where reality and folklore collide, creating a dark, magical twist on the Deep South. Hazel uses a unique form of magic called weaving to battle supernatural creatures and solve environmental puzzles. The game's Southern Gothic setting is both haunting and beautiful. Think Psychonauts meets Darksiders, but with its own charmingly eerie vibe. If you're into atmospheric, story-rich adventures, South of Midnight is definitely worth checking out. Next at number 4 is Mandragora, Whispers of the Witch Tree. For all you Metroidvania and Souls-like fans, Mandragora is hitting on April 18th. In this 2.5D action RPG, you'll explore the twisted plane of entropy armed with a legendary witch lantern. The game features brutal enemies, nightmarish bosses, and stamina-based combat, similar to Dark Souls, and you'll unlock new abilities and revisit previous areas with newfound powers, classic Metroidvania style. It also has a deep progression system, multiple classes, and New Game Plus right at launch. So, if you're into challenging, skill-based combat with a heavy dose of exploration, Mandragora is one to watch out for. Blowing into number 3 is Sand. If you're into team-based PvPv extraction shooters with a twist, you'll want to keep an eye on Sand, which is launching in early access on April the 3rd. This game blends the survival mechanics of Rust with the open ocean crew vibes of Sea of Thieves, but with a desert twist. You and your crew will explore Sophie, a planet once lush and full of life, but now a massive desert wasteland. You'll scavenge for resources, take on enemy teams, and build machines called tramplers, massive walking fortresses you can customize with weapons and defenses. The coolest part, you can board enemy tramplers, take out its crew, and take it over. It's all about looting, shooting, and surviving. If you've been missing Last Oasis or need something to hold you over until Dune Awakening, Sand is worth checking out. Now at number 2 is Tempest Rising. If you're an RTS fan, Tempest Rising hits on April 24th. This game is a modern take on classic RTS games like Command & Conquer and StarCraft 2. You'll pick from 3 unique factions, each with their own strengths and strategies. The Global Defense Forces have fast, high-tech units, while the Tempest Dynasty hits hard with heavy-hitting ground forces and deployable defenses. The third faction is dropping post-launch, but you'll still have plenty to do with mission campaigns, multiplayer, and custom skirmish lobbies. If you've been craving an old-school RTS with modern polish, Tempest Rising is a must-play. And finally, at number 1, we have Expedition 33. If you're craving a deep and emotional RPG, Expedition 33 launches on April 24th, and it could be the next big JRPG-style hit. The game takes place in a world where a mysterious deity called the Paintress erases an entire generation of people every year by painting a number that corresponds to their age. And every year, an expedition made of the people who are next is sent out, tasked with stopping her before humanity disappears entirely. Combat is turn-based but interactive, like Legend of Dragoon, where timed button presses amplify attacks. You can even jump, dodge, or parry every attack, meaning skilled players could potentially beat the game without taking a single hit. The game also has deep character progression, unique classes, and an emotional story backed by some serious voice talent, including Charlie Cox, Jennifer English, and Andy Serkis. If you love RPGs with gripping narratives and strategic combat, this is one to grab. And there we have it! Those are the top games coming in April 2025. Whether you're into shooters, RPGs, action adventures, or RTS games, this month has something for you. What game are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on more gaming news and reviews. Catch you in the next one.